What's up, guys? Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro Duel video, and I'm in ranked still. I'm trying this Ritual Beast deck one more time. I'm going to try it. But basically, you have to just be able to live the dream. And, I mean, this kind of is the dream, because I've got Brilliant Fusion plus Terraforming plus Chicken Game. Which means that I can do at least one Ulti-Conahawk search. And then I can get some other cards. I've got Double Steeds. Alright. This is pretty alright. This is pretty cool. So Brilliant Fusion here. Whoa. Did not mean to use that one, but it actually just works out okay anyway. It actually just does. Because what I can do here is I can send this, summon Seraph Knight, and then Trick Clown will activate coming back. It's definitely salvageable. I take no damage because of Chicken Game. I get to normal this. Get to use its effect, and I get to float out. Let's see, what do I need? I probably just need a Pelio first. I believe that would be the right call to make. And then, let's see here. What can I do here? Is there anything I can just make and detach material off of? I could just go ahead and shotgun a Dweller. Just put this in grave and then special it back, or I could just actually not be dumb. That is actually a valid option, and I could just activate this and add Pilica to hand, normal summon it, and then be able to do 2 Ulti-Conahawk searches. So there is that as well, normal summon, and then I can get my Ulti-Conahawks moving and get them functioning. So what I'll do is I'll do this one, and let's see, if I tag it back out now and summon these, I can put this in grave. I think I just need to tag it out. Yeah, I just need to tag it out right away. Return to extra deck. Yes. So the Brilliant Fusion thing did get me moving. The other play I could have had access to was Brilliant Fusion into Prism Aura, putting the Conahawk in grave, and then normal summoning this, especially the Conahawk from grave. But I think this is actually just better, in a manner of strictly speaking, because it just gives you higher access into other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Laura, because Laura definitely the better one to get here. And I hate the fact that it always goes to the other end of your extra deck. Like, that's always a pain in the ass. Yes, target 2, return them. We'll do this and this one because it's already been special. Yes. Well, no, this is a Pelio. I'm trying to crank this out before I go to work because I just got out of the shower and I'm like, you know what? I can film a video before I go to work, and it can work. Like, I have enough time. You gotta want it. My schedule this week is literally the definition of hell. It could not be any more hellish than it currently is. So we'll activate this, banish the Ulti-Conahawk, and then, or not Ulti-Conahawk, regular Conahawk, and then we'll make Ulti-Conahawk one more time. And in this situation, I'm able to very actively protect it. Let's see, which 2 do I want to put back in grave? I used to have a theory on this, but I can't remember what it is. It was you put these 2 in grave. Yeah, it was you put a Pelio and not Conahawk in grave, so that if your ambush gets spaced, then you don't have to bring back Conahawk. That was definitely the theory. But I'm going to go ahead and add Win here because I've already got double Steeds plus an ambush. Like, I've actually got just a lot. So yeah. Set, and set, and we'll pass turn. And the theory behind putting those 2 back, Pelio Laura, or at least the little technicality, the little aspect of technical play behind it, is, as I've already mentioned, if you have to ambush, if you get forced into ambushing, you don't have to bring back Conahawk from your grave. So that way, if you're able to tag your dude out in the end phase because you protect it with Steeds, Conahawk is in the banish pile. It's just a better card overall to have. No, I'm fine with this. I am fine with this. Hopefully he kills Seraph Knight. I mean, that's the only one that actually makes sense to kill. Because, like, if he kills Trick Clown, it comes back. Seraph Knight is the one that has the most immediate actual threat and interaction. And I'm going to let him kill it because it actually frees up my monster zones, and I actually don't care about his things. Okay, so he's literally playing Hat. So I think I just have an inherent advantage over him. I think. I'm pretty damn sure I just have an inherent advantage here because my deck can basically play through and around everything that he's doing here. But his Curry Bandit cannot be summoned this turn. Do I want to go ahead and burn a Steeds on this? I don't, but I'm definitely going to activate the ambush to get the Laura out of the grave and the Apelio out of the grave. And then I'll tag the Conahawk out to go into this and this. Because, like, he could be playing, like, Hat, he could be playing, like, Scythe Control or anything like that, but the thing is, like, this deck can function rather well without its extra deck in the form of, like, Steeds. I've already got 2 of them, so I've got just, like, a massive amount of things I can do in terms of interactions there. So, those are all things to consider. I'm going to go ahead and activate this, banishing a card, so I'll banish this. And then I've got so many activities. The only thing is now that he can bottomless my Conahawk, but I'll just dodge the Conahawk out. That is actually just the thing that's going to happen, because my Conahawk will come out at 1900. So, like, I'll just chain its effect to dodge. I won't be able to get a search, but, I mean, that's fine. That's actually fine. So, yeah. But I'm able to go into Ulti Guy Apelio here and do at least, I think 3 searches. And one of them would be for Elder, so that I can make Ulti Guy Apelio. Or no, I can just make Ulti Guy Apelio right now with the monsters I have on board. And then I can just instant fusion Norden, bring back like Trick Clown or something like that, and then use that to put my Ulti Conahawk back into the extra deck. This guy's taking forever to think, and it's very, very off-putting. Sanctum. Yes, go for it. Go for it, my mans. There's actually no correct monster that you can hit here in terms of what would stop my play. But I have 3 Tamers, so I'm going to banish Petalfin. The only problem is I can't stop the Steeds, or I can't stop the Scythe. But I can definitely just kill it and hit him for a lot of damage. So I can definitely just, like, Steeds you for 3 here. Boom, boom, boom. So, hit you for all of these. Move this to attack, to attack, to attack, to attack. I'll leave Trick Clown in defense mode because it's got 0. So I can literally just hit him with these. They were basically free. They've replaced themselves. If anything happens to them, like, there's a lot of different things that can happen here, but he had to do that Scythe there, or else he was literally just going to lose. He knew I had at least 1 Steeds. He doesn't know I have the second one. I'm going to set this just in case there's an ignition or something, so that the Steeds has less of a chance to catch the ignition. And, like, I can play this deck without an extra deck. Like, it's very, very possible and very valid. Exciton doesn't exist at this current point in time in the game, so I'm not necessarily too worried about it. Sure, you're going to pop the instant fusion, so good. Less of a chance for that Steeds to have gotten hit. And now let's see, what is his play here? Because he has Curry Bandit, but he didn't normal summon it. He's doing Dynea into something, so I don't know what his best play here is. Because there's no actual, like, rank 4 that outs everything I have other than Exciton Knight, but that's banned because Konami wanted to push pendulums. But that just inherently makes decks like these better, because there's no way that you can just get blown out by a single rank 4 in the form of Exciton rearing its ugly head. So you can play a lot less cards to just, because, like, that was the thing, you had to play cards or play. You had to either play around Exciton, which this deck can do, with Steeds, you know, keeping you from making the Exciton. But then there's also decks that had to play cards specifically just to answer the possibility of Exciton, like Breakthroughs, Fiendishes, and stuff like that. But now you don't have to play those decks, or you don't have to play those cards. I'm not going to do anything to it right now. Once he detaches 2 materials from it to try and suck up a monster, I'll just Steeds it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I don't even think I need to do it, but I mean, like, because I can normal summon this and get Petalfin back, and that opens up my entire play string again next turn. And this deck only gets 1 normal summon per turn, so there's that. What did he target? He targeted my Pendulum? Is that correct? Did he target that? He targeted Zephyr Pilica. I wonder why he's sucking that up. I'm actually kind of just okay with that. I'm extremely okay with that. I don't even care. I'm gonna just activate this just so I take less damage. And then this dies, so then I'll be able to banish it next turn. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, but I've got Elder plus Wind now, and that's actually really good. That's actually very good. So we'll activate this. We'll just stick another card in the banish pile, just because it just needs to be there. I've got Elder now as well, so I'll just put Rampangu here. So I'm getting Petalfin next turn, I'm getting Rampangu the turn after. So these are all things that matter, or I could just go ahead and get it back now, which I might actually do. But, let's see, I get to gain an additional normal summon at any point during the turn. That is something I need to remember. I can activate this now as well, banishing this. And then I can go into Ulticonahawk. I'm going to have to dodge Bottomless. That is something that is going to have to happen because that Bottomless is still very much there. He's going to activate it because it's sitting right here. He searched it his first turn, so this should very well be Bottomless. And if it is Bottomless... Oh, Time Space Trap Hole. Well, Chain. So I will Special Summon Elder, and... let's see, I can use this to banish and bounce that. So that is actually just a very valid play that I will probably just be doing, because I can just normal summon another card instead to get things moving. Oh, he surrendered. Okay, so like my play was just really long and really like very well structured, so I could just use this. Well, I mean, I didn't even have to. I could just use this to bounce Honor Arc and just attack with a Paleo. Like, there were so many different play options I had here, but this is like the instance of the deck actually functioning, and when it does function, it functions very well. Like, this deck is one of the better decks at going first because, like, it sets up boards with Steeds and Ambush and stuff, and, like, it's very hard for a lot of decks to play through that, and so I feel like this deck is a very good meta pick, but the thing is, like, Ulticonahawk being at 1 does present a problem in the fact that, like, you have to open very well now because... I'm planning on making a video about this because there's just a lot of things that I've noticed that no one's actually just said about why Conahawk at 1 hurts the deck so much, and hurts the deck so much more than I originally thought that it did. But that's just a topic for a different video that I plan on making in the next day or two. But that's basically it for this video. Thank God I opened playable and I was able to actually make at least what I believe to be decent plays. Remember, I'm very rusty with this deck. This is only like the 3rd time I've played the deck since Conahawk went to 1, but it's starting to come back to me. At least I think it is. It seemed to have worked out pretty well there. But anyway, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to both my background music playlist as well as links to my Facebook pages. Those are resources that are there for you to use, so definitely use them if you feel so inclined. Clicking that if you have not, I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. It just helps me out more than you could ever know, and I'd be greatly appreciative of you if that's something you could do to help support me. If you have an ad block enabled, just do me a quick favor, take a couple seconds out of your day and remove it, and then re-enable it when you're done clicking something. It, again, helps me out and supports me more than you could ever know, and it shows me that you really like the stuff that I'm doing. It's the best form of feedback that I get currently from YouTube out of all the things that it provides me in terms of feedback on the stuff that I'm producing. But If you want me to play specific decks, send me deck lists to my Facebook fan page so they're archived. If you want to see just decks to play, go ahead and leave them in the comments. But I mean, chances are I probably won't necessarily play them because like I still have to I'd have to go find a deck list somewhere, make my own or something like that. If you want me to play something, it's more likely for you to send me a deck list, unless it's something that you know I've already played and already have access to in my mind or other files, then that is something you could just drop a suggestion for. But that is all for this video, and as always, guys, take care.